Hey guys, welcome back to another video of another book review. This book is really different with the last one because this book itself a different title. That's Obsession by Avina Graves. This book is really beautiful but haunting, and it has really deeply emotional tale in That's Obsession, a dark paranormal romance that explored grief, obsession, and the strange comfort that can be found nowhere other than this kind of books. So let's get into it and let's see what this book is. The heart of this story is Lilith herself, who is our main character as well. This woman called Lilith, shattered by the tragedy loss. In this book, the heart of the story is Lilith, a woman shattered by a tragic loss of her twin sister. Traumatized by a grief, she began to see a faceless figure. The figure name is Letham. Yes, this is our hero, guys. He doesn't approach her with a terror or destruction. Instead, he sends her love letters, gifts, mark her with his touch and his sleep. This unusual relationship forces Lilith and the reader to question the boundary between life and afterlife. Now let's move to the theme. The novel doesn't shy away from different or difficult theme, grief, mental illness, and possibly suicidal ideation are all part of Lilith's journey. They are handled with sensitivity, and the supernatural elements are deeply intertwined with her emotional recovery. Let's talk about the very main topic of the video, which is writing style. I really love to explore writing style of author in every book. So in this book, the author's writing style has a really lyrical and Gothic prose. The way she described the presence of Letham, the faceless man, is unsettling yet tender, balancing horror with a strange kind of devotion. Now let's talk about two main characters of the book, which is Lilith and Letham slash death. Lilith is complaining protagonist. Her grief feels raw and real, and her psychological struggle makes her relatable, like she can belongs to the real life as well, because I really love that story and the character that's belong to a real life. I don't like to go into too much fiction and imagination. I really like reading story that has some logic. Letham is not just a grim reaper figure. He is an obsessive, protective, and paradoxically kind presence. His love is possessive, but it's also filled with revenge. He doesn't just claim Lilith, but he seems to idolize her. The books and the story's dynamic is so unconventional and charged that you cannot imagine that these kind of things can even happen in real life, because it don't. And not just a typical love interest, but something more cosmic and more fated. If you wanted to see the strength of the story, and that can force you to read this book, is a kind of a romance with a death itself is a fresh angle and craves attention from an audience, and it's explore very human thing. And the book is it's more than just a supernatural love story. It's about healing, self-worth, finding someone or something that sees you. Because it's relatively short, and this novel doesn't feel bloated. The atmosphere stay tight, and emotional arcs don't overstay their welcome. The weakness of this book is that some readers have felt that secondary characters or subplots could have been more flashed out, and some scenes are repeated. And this book hold really heavy theme like suicide, ideation, substance abuse, mental illness, obsessive behavior. It's not a light read and might be emotionally challenging for some readers. So that's can be a disclaimer for you to read this book before. And if you wanted to explore how the audience have seen this book, then I would just say that if you enjoy dark paranormal romance, gothic atmospheres, and emotionally intense story, that's obsession is likely to resonate deeply. It's especially suited for readers who don't mind morally gray character, supernatural romance, and psychological complexity. Overall, my impression from this book is that it's really a beautifully romance that lingers long after the final page. And if you read this book till 100 pages, you will really get interested in this story. Like you just wanted to see what happens the next. And in that strange, twisted relationship, Lilith discovered part of herself she thought she lost forever. So overall, this is really dark paranormal theme, but you guys can give it a shot to this book if you are really open-minded about exploring a book that has suicidal, abusive, and some 80 plus things. So yeah, that's it for the video. Bye.